time for Taste Appeal. Are you looking for a quick and delicious dish you can serve at your holiday party?
I bet you are.
I always am.
Right? I want as many dishes as possible. I'm Kathleen Delaney. She's the owner of Great Grapes Catering. She's here. We're making prosciutto cups.
Yes, we are. They're in the oven, actually.
Are they really?
Check on them for me?
I would love to.
Okay.
So you're kind of incorporating the Christmas
they're burning
colors
slightly.
into this.
Okay.
Should I
Awesome.
take them out? Should
So I
take
guess
them
it
out?
went well.
Okay.
This-
Things are good.
There is nothing more fun than chaos in the kitchen. That's
No,
what I
they're
say.
not burnt. It's the
not burnt.
oven. It's fine.
It's just
Yeah,
fun.
no, they just have
He
extra,
doesn't
additional
really-
character.
No, they're perfect,
Are they?
actually. Yeah, they're absolutely perfect.
They're perfect.
So no, I mean, I know you
Ignore the
don't
smoke,
think so,
folks. They're perfect.
but it's just the pan. So here you go. And look, they're fine. So this is all you do is you take a beautiful little muffin pan.
That's a
and
nice one.
It is. It's
Silicone?
that. Yeah. It's really nice. But what you do is you take. No, look, they're not burnt at all. I'm telling
they're
you.
perfect.
I saw the smoke. I assumed it was worse than it was.
But this is just okay. Now you can do this with turkey bacon. You can do it with prosciutto. You can do it with whatever you like. But what I like is prosciutto, and I put them in the little tins, and I'm sautéing up some nice shallots, and I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic in, and then I'm gonna take some fresh spinach and some roasted red peppers. I'm gonna put them all together. Of course, what's my favorite ingredient? Goat cheese. Other than
And Dijon mustard.
I'm leaving out the Dijon today.
Oh, we know
this
you
is going to
will.
be just pretty. It's going to be red and green, and it's going to be wonderful for a little appetizer. Or we can do it in a large crock so that you could have it either as a side dish or just
That's like
for
an
dinner.
appetizer for Ashley and I, though.
Well,
we have large appetites.
I like this because this says, hey, you know what? I'll put 6 of them out, and there's 10 people. So maybe somebody will split it with you or whatever. It has a great
idea.
buffet idea as opposed to just a pickup as an appetizer.
I love going. Oh, go on,
Oh,
Sarah.
no, you can interrupt me.
I was just going to say, I love going to a party and trying something I've never tried
Who
before.
doesn't?
Absolutely.
So here's my question, though.
What is it?
Shallots or onions? How do you know which one you want to use when? Is it a judgment
I think
call?
it's a judgment call.
Yeah.
I'm a big onion fan, as you know. I love onion. I love salt, but I really like. See, I'm a big leek fan. You could swap this out. My whole thought with the shallot, though, is that it's pretty. It's got a little bit of it's a subtlety that I like very much.
Okay.
It's a little bit rounder in flavor as say a white onion. It's
Not as like pungent almost.
No,
right?
and because these are dainty little bites, or they're going with soft cheeses and things like that, we want to balance the flavor. Do you know what I
Gotcha.
mean?
All right.
So yeah, so we're starting off with that, and what I'll do is I'll add my spinach in a little while after this works up.
Do you want me to chop anything for you?
No, we're good. I was going to say, if you want, and you're not a vegetarian, you could actually take a little leftover piece of prosciutto, chop it up nicely, and incorporate that into the shallot, so that you really don't even
yes.
have to use anything in the pan other than the nice oil from the
Oh, so
from
you
the
don't need to
prosciutto.
put butter or oil in there
No,
because
you go
the
really
prosciutto
light
gives
then.
you what you need.
So
All
now,
right.
after we do that, when we come back after we pull in our beautiful fresh spinach, we're going to top it. We're going to give them a little crunch.
Okay.
Okay. Especially if you're doing them in a larger crock. We're going to give them. So I'm going to mix it together panko breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese, and just sprinkle it on the top, and that'll give the whole dish. It'll bring it all together.
And it gives it like a definite top. It looks
does,
like you planned it out.
And try to get some nice red dishes for your upcoming holiday
Very
fare.
festive.
Yeah, it's
That
fun.
smells so good.
It is. It's going to be great.
It's
So-
amazing how just a few ingredients thrown together smell
Well, I say
incredible.
you could make all of your favorite ingredients. If you were of course, for the holidays you want it to be red and green. I do, but you could do green beans or broccoli, and you could use something other than I like red peppers, but what would you use in a?
Maybe like tomatoes
Yes,
and
exactly.
kale or something.
There you go.
That's tasty.
And
Nice little
again,
pasta
and
dish.
if you want to not
I
go
missed
with the
my
color
calling.
theme, and if you don't want to go with the color theme, then you just stay with, what is your favorite vegetable? What are the combinations you love? What would you put in your omelet? Same idea here, Make it so that you and your guests will enjoy every bit of the season.
Right? I
What's,
agree with that.
what's this here?
It's my favorite spoon.
Is it a
Goes in my
serving
pocket.
spoon?
It's a tasting spoon.
Really?
Yes.
How
love
long
it.
have you had this?
I've had
tasting
that for
spoon?
I'd say about 11 years.
Oh, it's sparkly.
I wish I could tell you that if that spoon could talk. It's a beautiful spoon. I love it.
Where can I get myself a tasting spoon?
I got it at Home Goods, I think, years and years ago.
That's
right.
It's my
adorable.
favorite. It's my favorite thing.
We'll check back in with you
Okay.
to see the finished product in just a bit.
I want to
Okay.
taste it with the tasting spoon, though.
Okay.
I'll wash it off. I'm going to use the tasting
In the
spoon.
non-burnt prosciutto cups.
No, they're not. They're not burnt. Hey, coming up on Massive.
Welcome back to Mass Appeal. We're back with Kathleen Delaney, the owner of Great Grapes Catering, to finish up our prosciutto cups.
Yummy.
So, Kathleen, where we left off, this was still in the saute pan on the stove.
Yes, I sauteed it on the stove and I wilted the spinach, and then I added some goat cheese and a little bit of Parmesan just to keep it to a nice consistency, and add the salt that you don't have to add in addition. Because you'd see that you have prosciutto cups, anything bacon-like, anything that's cured.
And that's salty.
You're going to have salt, so you really don't want to add a lot of salt. If anything, some white pepper or some cracked pepper, regular black pepper.
So if anyone missed the part 1 of this recipe, it was shallots. I'll let you go through everything.
Yes, shallots, roasted red peppers, my favorite things, and spinach, goat cheese, and I actually did saute a little bit of garlic in there too, because I just wanted that bit of kick in there. And then I previously had put the prosciutto cups in the little mini muffin tins, really easy at 400 degrees for about, check it, because Seth thought they were burnt. They're not.
They're not.
But they were in for maybe 7 minutes.
Not long.
Tops. Just get them so that they hold themselves together, and then fill them with whatever makes you happy.
You know what? There's also, they sell those little phyllo dough pastry cups,
those...
but this is a great option because it's probably a bit better for you, I would imagine, than a pastry cup, right?
Yes, and it's probably a little more labor intensive, but I think that, yes, absolutely, then say, since white flour, of course, yes.
Right.
But I also think it looks great. It's got the red and green, and and decorate your plate, and they taste great. You don't have to salt them. You don't have to season them. So it's very, very delicious. Now, on the other hand, you could take some turkey bacon. If you don't like prosciutto, don't do the ham thing.
Okay.
You can use turkey bacon. Line your pan with that, and I'm going to finish this. Make it sort of like an individual souffle without the eggs.
But you don't have to pre-cook the turkey bacon?
No, you do not, because it's already cured.
Right.
It's already cured, and this will bake longer since it's in a larger container. So this will be nice.
And use a cute container, because that's about the presentation.
Because that's what Christmas is all about.
Yes.
Cute containers.
It's all about.
So I'm just going to transfer those in there together.
All right.
And what I'm going to do now is, with this bowl, I'm going to mix together about a half a cup, maybe say 3 tablespoons of Parmesan, some panko breadcrumbs,
No, those
not a
are
lot.
not seasoned, right?
Not seasoned, that's correct. And you do me a favor now. Take a little bit of salt,
your
not
cute
much.
Little salt bowl.
More about, now if you had some...
pinch?
Yep, just a pinch. That's my sea salt. Always use sea salt so it's not too salty, too high in sodium. And then I'm going to mix this together. Now you could put a dollop of olive oil in it. This is like a trick that I use when I'm actually coating my chicken, like a cutlet or something as well, is that you just put a dollop in, and what it does is it retains the moisture and pulls it together just a little bit.
So you're not like really pushing it in there to get it to stick?
It's all about the crunch.
Good.
It's all about the crunch, and then you're just going to lightly, whatever you like about crunch is going to be on top.
I love the crunch.
So I like that as a topping. Go in there, get your hands dirty. It's all good, and
Now,
make it pretty.
That's what you do for the finishing touch, and then you pop it back
I'm going to pop
in
it
the
back
oven?
in the oven till it browns on top. Not too long, because you don't want the cheese to burn, but just give it a nice heat through, about 400 degrees, and voila, later we're going to eat this, and it's going to be good.
Could you use it as like a dip or a spread?
You sure could, or a side dish, actually.
A
You could have this
side.
as, oh, I'm sorry, I don't eat meat, and you're serving this. Oh, you're having filet tonight. But this alone would satiate you and give you the turkey bacon, give you all the flavors of a savory dish.
Right.
So absolutely, you could eat it full on. That and a salad, I'd be done.
I would be done. The
Be good.
prosciutto cups and a salad, yes, I'd definitely be done. Now, you wanted to mention if you don't have goat cheese.
I did. I wanted to mention if you don't have goat cheese, or you don't like goat cheese,
Yep.
you could replace it with cream cheese or any creamy cheese that you really like. Like we were talking about farmer's cheese earlier. Any kind of creamy cheese that will hold the thing together and give it a really nice flavor.
There it is.
Well, if that's your brand, go for it. But I like that because it's whipped. So that's
Whipped creamy cheese. Well, can I try one? All right, we're going to dig in.
Oh, yes,
Happy
you may.
holidays. What a great recipe. Thanks for sharing, Kathleen.
bet.
Bon
Okay.
appetit.